Dang, I feel seasonal sad girl creeping in, and I'm trying so hard. I'm trying so hard. But like yesterday, I didn't really like. I felt like my appetite started to disappear, and today, I don't know. I feel like all of like my vigor and fervor for life and has just like flatline, so I feel like there's these times where I feel very aligned and congruent, and right now I feel like incongruent, and that's a bummer. So I was not expecting that. So we're gonna journal, and we're gonna do. I think I'm just gonna read right now. Thank God that it's on Buddhist on Buddha today, and we're gonna try and overcome this. I got scared this morning because I got a little hit of the seasonal sad girl. It's like this feeling of like, oof, wow, I don't want to do anything. But I think it's more so associated with burnout. And I think that the burnout is happening because I'm not prioritizing taking my artist dates. I just keep going, oh, I'm working. And it's like, it's cool. Like, that's cool. But I also I'm like one of those people who has to force myself to take breaks. And so we've got our water. This is still our first fill up because we're sluggish, but we're giving it our best. And we're going to go to a museum. There's a really cool African American museum that I have not had a chance to check out, that I would love to just go and like turn my brain off and, So I'm going to go do that. And then we're going to go and skate, because that's a nice active recovery. The sun is finally out, so maybe we might skate on the waterfront. Like, we might just skate on the bridge. That might just be the move to get some sunshine. But we're doing it, okay? We're doing it. We're doing the thing. Let's get some sunshine. Let's move our body. Let's have this artist date, and then we'll see how we feel, okay? Before we make the assessment that, oh snap, seasonal sad girl is here, we're gonna do all of those things. Now, if we do all those things and we still feel terrible, she's arrived. There's nothing we can do except keep trying. However, if I feel better, then that's fantastic. That's the goal, is to just feel better. That's the goal, to feel better. Okay, just a little bit better. Onward. Our stay was successful. I feel rejuvenated. Second fill up of the day. It's a little late, but I know that we're gonna get it. Yesterday I was freaking out about getting my water bottle filled up at like 7:30, and I finished it an hour and a half later. So I'm gonna just stop being dramatic when it comes to the water, because it's not a problem for me, because we've already established that the water's not the biggest deal for me. For me, what's gonna trip me up is remembering to take my progress picture. That is what's gonna do me in. So it is what it is. Double dipping, habit stacking, mommy. We're just gonna read in the car. Take advantage of being a passenger princess for a little bit. And it's one less thing for us to do tonight. Today is a Buddhism day, because yesterday was a policy agenda day. And I'm feeling a lot better after my artist date, which tells me that information I already knew. It's like, it's exhausting when you're doing things that you already know. You already know what has to be done, but you're still like doing the thing or not doing the thing. I know that I need to get my artist dates done earlier in the week. Thursday just seems like the most natural because it's so, I don't know, peaceful. It's not like, like Monday is. But I need to get my artist dates done earlier, or else I start to feel like a beast of burden. And I'm just like, I feel like I have like a slave master over my head or behind me, and they're just like whipping me, like, keep going, rah, rah. But it's me. Like, I look at the slave master and it's me, and I'm the slave, and I'm just like beating myself into submission and burning the candle at both ends. And I don't want to do that anymore. And I know that it's a problem. So that's a habit that I'm going to try and break. You know what I think I'll do is, I actually have these really cool habit trackers. I think I'm going to put like the bad habits that I want to break, so that I could go like get streaks of like not participating in my bad habits, like skipping my artist dates, or just being like, oh, I don't have time to do it. And it's like, well, you need to make time, because if you don't, then the bill's gonna come due. It's gonna come due. And the problem is it's gonna come due when you have a whole bunch of stuff planned like I did today. And it's gonna make itself known that, hey, you're not gonna ignore me or push me to the side anymore. Like you're gonna deal with this right now. And it, turns out, or it manifests itself as me, waking up and feeling like the pangs of seasonal sad girl, just like burnt out and just like, oh God, I'm tired, or like, what is the purpose of any of this? And it's like, damn, we don't even need to get that far if we just take breaks regularly. Like it doesn't even have to be that way. So whatever, it's week 2 too. Also, like we're still figuring stuff out. But I feel like I'm at a point in my life where I'm kind of tired of figuring stuff out. Like I journaled this where it's like, damn, to do the journey happily and not focus so much on the quote unquote arrival point, because we're like always arriving. There's always going to be an arrival point. There's always going to be something to strive for, something to move toward. So let's get our 10 pages. Today's outdoor workout. Progress photo. I have a bowl full of soup, so that probably was not the best idea to have a bowl full of soup and take my progress picture at the end of the day, but progress photo. Ooh, so we're kind of close today, but we have finished all of our tasks. Got our picture taken. We actually had 2 outdoor workouts today. We had a nice long walk outside that was way longer than 45 minutes, but it was a part of my artist date. And at first I was like questioning myself, like, does that count? Because I didn't really have the intention for it to be my outdoor workout, but I ended up walking. Like, does it have to be like, this is my set intention? I feel like if I turn my Garmin on, it's a workout. So we actually had 2 outdoor workouts today. That long walk in the sunshine, that was beautiful, that was so necessary. And ice skating, and I've never ice skated before, so that was actually really, really fun. That was really cool how much my roller skating did and did not translate over to ice skating. So I think that I'm still like a quad girly forever though, but it was really awesome to give myself the challenge. Our book was Meeting with Buddha again today, and it was really profound because, I don't want to say it was really profound, but it really spoke to me because it just seems like whenever I'm reading this, it's aligning with what I am going through or what I'm already telling you guys. Like specifically this chapter goes into the nutriments that we consume. So TV, music, the things we listen to, the things that we see, touch, feel, taste, all of these things factor into who we are in our consciousness. And if we are constantly surrounding ourselves with things that like are toxic to us, then we become toxic. And if the way that we speak or the way that we act or the way that we work is toxic or causing problems for us, then we are contributing to that suffering. It's very interesting because it says, I'm going to read you guys this part because I thought it was like, it kind of stuck to me. It says, in the second stage of the second noble truth, encouragement, we see clearly that real happiness is possible if we can stop ingesting the nutriments that cause us to suffer. If we know that our body is suffering because of the way that we eat, sleep, work, we vow to eat, sleep, or work in ways that are healthier. We encourage ourselves to put an end to the causes of our suffering. Only by a strong intention not to do things in the same way can we keep the wheel in motion. And, after a certain point, you realize something's got to give. And I'm really glad that I kind of forced myself outside today even though I felt in the beginning of the day kind of like a doom spiral and just like, like I feel like whenever you're like grieving, occasionally you get like punched in the throat and it kind of derails everything. But then, realizing how many things I'm doing that's contributing to the terrible way that I'm feeling. So, and making a commitment to stopping it. So right on time. I'm really, really excited to be reading that book. Like it energizes me. Whereas I feel like the policy agenda, it kind of makes me feel like slimy and slick after I read it. I don't know how to describe it. I feel like greasy. And then I read that and it's like, okay, all right, like bring it back. What's happening right now? How are we feeling? So you know what? I'm going to give the day a solid 8.5 simply because it started out. I felt myself almost like give up on the day before I had even really started it. Like I felt like in my mind, I woke up, I was like, I feel terrible. And, and I mean, not like making fun of myself because like I'm allowed to like have that space, but it was just like, dang, I almost like gave up on myself, but forcing myself to like not skimp out on my artist date and like actually go and do something and not be like, you need to be working at all times. Like, stop. Chill out. Relax. So that was really nice. So because we were able to like turn it around and it turned out pretty swell. We got new retainers too, so I'm really excited. I know that I'm getting old because I'm like excited about these new retainers that I got and getting in the bed on time. Like I'm not even mad at it. It feels incredible when you're kind of like getting a flow together. And it's like, it's a work in progress, but it's coming together. And I think a lot of the times that's where we fail because we start running the plan and we're seeing successes, but we want success all over immediately. So we're like, no, I want it all right now. And it's like, but what if you got just like 10% better every week? Like in 6 weeks, that's like 60% better. That's compound interest right there. That's how you're making money, like spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally. So if you're doing this challenge, do not give up. You can do this, and it's going to be hard. It's going to suck, but I think it's okay. Doing hard things is okay. Tomorrow's Friday, which tells me that it's probably going to be my most productive day of the week again, and I need to unpack that. Like, what is that about? Do I need to unpack it or just do I need to lean into it? Like, if I'm more successful or more productive Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, maybe I stop trying to like force myself to work on Monday and Tuesday, beat myself up, and just like maximize Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Like, everything is made up. Everything is made up. So we're going to see. Tomorrow, I'd like to play some guitar and just, enjoy the day. Be very like present. Be very mindful of what's going on around me instead of like burying my head and looking up and hours have disappeared. It's going to be like 20. I think it's going to get down to like 7 degrees next week. So I think I want to like store up as much warm sun as possible because, oh God, I just realized that I'm going to have to do an outdoor workout in 7 degrees. Like, not ideal at all. That's terrible. What did I get myself into? We're going to see. I'll see you in the next one.